Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Hello everybody and welcome to your coverage for yet another day of Dota Pit Season 4 by G2A. 3, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, Season 4.
Good job, Toby.
I was right! It was Season 4!
What? Is it?
Yeah, because we're doing, we play Season 3.
Yeah,
We were doing that one the other night. Yeah.
Anyway, good job on the long intro, though.
Was it?
I appreciated it.
Really?
Yeah, give me enough time to swallow the rest of my food in my mouth. I was like scarfing down food for the last 5 minutes.
That's it, boys. How do we start up today? Well, Cap's gonna swallow. We're also starting...
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Are you gonna say you're gonna start on the global strat? Because that's what I was gonna say.
I was not actually thinking that. I was thinking we were gonna start off with something new, different, and unusual, which is the Power Rangers stand-in of Illidan.
Yeah, that's also true.
Power Rangers tweeted out just previously that they were actually having a stand-in for today's game, and yeah, Illidan is going to be it.
This is exciting. Illidan, man, the CIS scene is such. Illidan is probably
I think a little this, a little that.
one of the best players that isn't attached to a team in the CIS region, if not the best.
Can we just decide that the CIS scene, because we've got to make it sound cultured and really, really amazing. We'll say the CIS scene is eclectic. A little bit of everything just being thrown around everywhere until it all comes together.
Maybe.
Word?
Maybe.
Can we give it a more cultured word than that?
Radiant team
I don't know if it's possible.
We'll think about it. We'll think about it. But I do want to say that I believe that DP made the right choice. I've long been a big fan of Silent, and I genuinely believe that he is going to be better for the VP team than Illidan was.
You just sort of like mindset-wise, or because you said like player skill-wise.
Play style, I think is perhaps a bit more beneficial. Illidan is like part of the thing about Virtus Pro is that they have some problems with YOLOing it. They really good at it. Like, they're really good at, like, being aggressive and
5
diving in
seconds
deep
remaining.
as a team, and that works out for them. But one thing that consistently they mess up on is pushing
Dire
high
team
ground.
back.
Like, how many times have you seen VP push high ground with a 10k advantage, and they end up losing the game? That's like, it repeats time and time again. And I do think that Illidan, his aggressive nature, does not help
10
them with that
seconds
problem,
remaining.
where Silent may be better. Now, I am not that
5
intimate with the
seconds
CIS
remaining.
scene that I'm going to say I know, Illidan and Silent personally. I've talked to Illidan a handful of
Reserve
times.
time.
I've talked to Silent like twice.
You get a
But-
lot
but-
of you get a
but
lot
from-
of time with FNG.
Yeah, and from everything that FNG says, it sounds like that it's going to be more beneficial. But I would say that playstyle-wise, I also think as a player, Silent is actually a bit better. Silent for me was like, for a long time, was like the best carry player coming out of that region. Down. Like, not even close.
That's a big call considering how many carry players they've got down in CI.
Yeah. In fact, a lot of it, I was actually comparing it to like the whole of Europe at a certain point in time, going like, man, Silent's really good. But I digress. I think that Illidan is pretty damn amazing, and I think that it's a crying
Dire
shame
team
that
pick.
he's not on a tier 1 team right now. And maybe he can make Power Rangers great again. Who knows?
Well, we were talking about it
Radiant
yesterday
team
with
pick.
Power Rangers having a couple of hiccups, and just seeing the removal of FNG and the inability as a team to always have that focus and purpose in the games. But we'll see what happens tonight. Obviously, with a stand-in, that focus and purpose may not be perfect, but we'll see how it's going to run out. As the Trio Protector, we're seeing this guy time and time and time again throughout our games over the course of this week. Is the new thing. You should also know, too, the Power Rangers still are willingly banning Chen, even though he did get nerfed a little bit over the course of the nighttime. Another side note is also the complete absence of Invoker from the ban pool, who got heavily
10
nerfed.
seconds remaining.
Oh, we actually is heavily the right word? I go to my experts for heavily or not.
Oh, see, that's the thing. You can't call me an expert because I'm not an Invoker
Reserve
player,
time.
but I feel like Invoker is still
Radiant
pretty
team
damn
pick.
good. Like, the agility nerf, slowing down his attack speed, and also that will make him go down 1 whole armor. Start from preventing him to pun it, like, because the biggest thing that I think that would help with is the cold snap. So when you go this like right click, you harass the enemy, cold snap them if you're not getting his
It
attacks
just
in,
seems
etc.
like
Dire
you
team
talking like
back.
this makes it sound like his early game lane presence is crippled more than anything else.
Yeah, I think that the mana cost increase, like there'll be some scenarios where that is going to come into play, and like, damn, the Invoker doesn't have enough mana
10
for his
seconds
full,
remaining.
wombo combo, or something like that. But I think that it's
5 seconds remaining.
not rare, but
Reserve
it's going to be
time.
less to talk. But yeah, I guess we'll just have to see as it plays out. I don't think the Chen was really harmed that much by the nerfs. I think they were smart nerfs, and thing like that needed to happen, but I
10
don't think it
seconds remaining.
Chen out of that tier 1 pool. For me, anyway.
5
Terror Spirit and
seconds
Skyrath
remaining.
Mage picked up by Tornado.RoX. By the way.
Dire
Their
team
lineup's
pick.
looking pretty good when it comes to ganking power. Skyrath Mage has a very high level of, or high range initiation. From Concussive Shot, Earth Spirit is even better with his Rolling Boulder, and that slow is even... Skyrath Mage's is slow. They do have to slightly worry about the fact that their
Legion Commander.
Spectre may be pressured by a
Radiant
Bat Rider,
team
but
pick.
Legion Commander now picked up a solid disabling hero against Morphling, and it really well with Skyrath Mage. I like this pickup quite a bit. I did not see it coming at all, but I think it was great. You look at the other lockdown heroes, the offlaners that pair well with Skyrath Mage. Let's see, Sand King's not bad. Clockwork is a classic pair. Beastmaster would have been actually pretty good because
10
there's a Bat Rider in the
seconds
pool,
remaining.
and I think it's also pretty good versus Wisp. That, for me, was the
5
hero that I
seconds
probably would have
remaining.
gone with as a guest, but
but they needed some hard disable. That was the kind of thing which was missing from RoX.
Legion Commander's duel is probably like a full second longer than Roar. So.
Also interested to see like the effect of press the attack in this game. It's like you look at the stuns and you look at the control from Power Rangers, and they also like there's for a CIS versus CIS team. This seems like a very almost unusual draft in the way that you just don't have brawlers who have like mass amounts of stun and heavy amounts of nuke. The nuke damage is there from at least from the RoX Kiss lineup.
Set in stone.
Nice, I was right. It is.
1 second longer?
A full second longer at level 1. Now, obviously, later on levels, duel will scale better than the stun duration of Primal Roar. So at level 3, Primal Roar goes up to 4 seconds, where Legion Commander's duel goes to 5.5 seconds. So that can actually be quite the factor when it comes to locking down a very mobile hero like who's... Again, I think this will set up the Earth Spirit and the Skywrath Mage pretty well. And you needed an aggressive hero that would create some space. Especially when you have the global of Zeus, I think that Legion Commander and Zeus have this pretty damn good synergy, where Legion Commander will be able to pick up some early duel wins that she normally wouldn't be able to unless she had the impact of these two different global heroes.
What do you think about this from J4 very early on? He actually decided to level up Leech Seed instead of Living Armor. And this is before he sees a single hero. Like he TP'd down to the bottom lane, planted the Observer Ward, which scattered out the entire movement of RoX Kiss, hence PR now just controlling the top runers, just trade off the runes. But to go for Leech Seed above that of the Living Armor.
What's bigger for me, Toby, is that he doesn't have an Iron Talon.
True.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But that wasn't J4 yesterday though that was doing
no,
that.
No.
That was God, who was that name?
Oh,
no, it wasn't Funnick. Funnick didn't play it. It was someone else from that team. Who? No Fear. No Fear was the one that did it.
Wasn't one of the games Funnick was playing and like a different day No Fear was playing?
I think both the games it was No Fear.
Either way, I'm not. Level 1 Living Armor is okay. I'm not sure if it's going to make too big of a difference to not having it. But I will explain, like, one of the main reasons it doesn't have Iron Talent. Like, maybe Power Rangers really don't regard that playstyle of Train Protector to be that strong. But the primary reason is going to be that Train Protector needs to be the hard 5 when you have a Wisp on your... The Wisp needs to be able to get bottle as fast as possible. That's why Big Num didn't buy any of the support items, so obviously... left to the Train Protector. The laning phase for Power Rangers should be pretty damn good here. They've got a Viper safe lane going up against a Skywrath Mage and
Side note,
I'm actually not sure how I feel about that.
Skywrath Mage Inspector. Very secret style. CE would do things like this as well, and then you'd ensure your safe lane farm like so much more. Like you just power level.
Yeah.
Which is what's going to happen here for Ghostic. Are you still up against the Bat Rider? And I just press the attack, remove the sticky napalm charges.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so the lane matchup should still then be in favor of the Legion Commander.
Yeah, and if the Legion Commander was left at the bottom lane, the Viper would actually probably be left practically alone against the Legion Commander, and he would do that lane much better. No?
But just trying to harass him out.
Okay.
He's already got his bottle, so he doesn't mind taking this damage, because he's just going to repair Illidan in a moment. So they're perfectly alright with this.
Earth Spirit is one hell of a hero. You know, I've been practicing it lately.
I know you have. I saw your tweets about it. I think you also saw, like, my FU gifts back at you. Or disgusting.
He's a pretty high skill champion. I mean, honestly, people can't complain about like it being cancer and yada 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 anymore.
Oh yeah, we can.
I mean, you can't though.
We can do everything we want, Cap.
It got. Oh, they might actually get J4. Beautiful play there from Yul.
Yeah.
What that was is Earth Spirit, when you hit somebody, he'll always show up on the other side of them. So anytime the Train Protector, or anytime a hero tries to go down these single file areas, like any of the ramps or anything like that, Rolling Boulder is excellent at keeping that hero from getting away, because you'll block them out. That was great play there by Yul, and perhaps just a bit of inexperience with the Earth Spirit from Train Protector. He definitely shouldn't have tried to go down that area.
He also, like, maybe they can't also predict that rotation of the Earth Spirit. Like, Yol makes his play onto that mid lane, instantly attacks into the Wisp, does as much damage, takes as much attention as possible, and then quickly moves down to the bottom lane. Now that Observer Ward, like, there is no vision from Power Rangers, they're going to find themselves another kill, this time over on the Viper.
Radiant's bottom
The
tower
Observer Wards
is under
don't scout the
attack.
rotation unless it's going up to the top lane, which is where Roxkits are not moving any supports. They're fine just having the Legion Commander doing her thing against the Batrider.
Yeah, absolutely. I do want to double check that press the attack does remove Steam Napalm.
It does.
watched it?
I've seen 2 moments
Okay.
where
Radiant's
Ghost
middle
Tick has
tower is
removed
under
I was like 90% sure about that, but
Yeah, you are correct, Cap.
yeah, Legion Commander is just, like I've seen it before, Legion Commander lanes pretty damn well against Batrider, like probably one of the best melee heroes to do so. And again, like the matchup would have been bad for the Legion Commander if she was bottom against the Viper, practically solo. So that wouldn't have been good. You don't want to aggressive tri lane with a Spectre, but I think Tornado.RoX realized that that's actually the best way to set up their lanes. Oh, mid lane, they're going to chase down BZZ. Oh no, the Wisp didn't get up there.
As
He didn't get up on the cliff, and now Illidan's dead.
Y'all's just gonna kick him into oblivion,
At least I
allowing
paid
Zeus to
note.
finish the job with a level 1 Thunderbolt.
That was a bit misfortune there. Like that, if Bignum had got up on the cliff, then he could have chased with the spirits. But I also think Bignum probably could have played that a bit better. If he'd stretched out his spirits earlier, maybe he could have clipped the Zeus a couple times, and Morphling commits for the kill, gets it, and maybe he dies, but that's okay.
Foot race between Cheshire Cat as well as a press the attack Legion Commander.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I mean, you're always able to get away, because like you just press the attack and then turn, so you don't have that nasty turn rate. That is the biggest thing that affects you when dealing with a Batrider in lane. It's not the slow, it's the turn rate slow. Really messes up.
J4's going to be in trouble again. Yol's already started his rotation, and there's a kick, actually catching out too. The ball went forward, and they're focusing on the tankiest of them all, which is that Train Protector. So he'll living armor up. Potentially, Roskis could have just jumped for the Viper then. He already started on the train.
Do you think they need to calm down a little bit in this bottom lane? As the levels go on, they have like a less and less of a chance to actually get the kill, and if they try for it, they're gonna get turned around on. So I think they do need to start considering perhaps sitting in lane and farming it up for now, and probably in about a minute or two rotate out. You don't want to leave an aggro tri lane, especially with a carry like
They're going again. This time it's over on the Viper. The kick, it does manage to tag him on the back line, but now also with the boulder going forward. But J4, he gave enough life through the leech seed as well as the living armor that the Viper is just able to tank through the spam of Rock's Kiss.
Yeah, you actually saw the potential for them to turn there, right? Like the Earth Spirit, actually the last hero that you were looking at going, maybe he will die.
Six in trouble. Cheshire Cat can now start lacquering on again the sticky napalm before he goes in for the lasso, ensuring there's enough of a burn, but Legion Commander with the stick charges, and now the Fairy Fire. That last attack though will be more than enough from the Batrider.
Message from on high. You
The rotation from the Wisp, this time it's the successful one from PR, giving them the first kill.
And this is the other thing. Legion Commander hit level 6. Great for Legion Commander. Bad when the Batrider gets his level 6, because he can't actually kill the Legion Commander, or at least force her out of lane. So they need to change up the lanes. They need to put the tri-lane up against the Batrider now, and let Legion Commander... I mean, they don't even put the tri-lane there. They just keep, like, Skywrath Mage and Spectre against it, and then they roam around with Legion Commander and Earth Spirit.
Instead, they sent Ghostic to the top lane. Suppose he does have this safety period of another 40 seconds while the Flaming Lasso is down.
I really disagree with them keeping the traditional.
They may switch it up because the Spectre's about to crack level 6. He's actually going to TP back to base and will survive because of this.
Smart.
But he's got his urn and he's just he's 26 points of experience away from having his ulti. That would have been the quickest and easiest path up to the top. You just duel on the Bat Rider and you haunt in.
Yeah, yeah, that was actually, you're right. That's probably what their plan was. Fortunately, it didn't quite pan out. Bat Rider knows that he needs to get out of town and finish up his Blink Dagger.
Ellis could be so careful here. Actually, do you think, yeah, he's got enough mana for it. BZZ's currently walking around with his ulti up, and Morphling is not too healthy. Like, he's only got 400 life.
Well, the thing is, he didn't go for a level of Replicate. That's fairly common, especially if you're going to be laning with the Wisp. So he replicates into strength so quickly. He would probably get an additional 100 HP.
They're coming for the kick right now. Y'all able to catch out 2 of them. Where's the ball forward as well? Thunder God's right doing a lot of damage. Big Num can't repair most of the damage which is done. And in fact, Seedoy, of a late reality in there onto Illidan. Y'all's very lucky to survive.
I can understand why Illidan had a great opportunity to hit multiple heroes there in that scenario, but he had stuck around and right-clicked the Earth Spirit a little bit more and then gone for the waveform. He actually could have picked up a double kill. But I can understand why he was a bit scared.
While this was going on, now you see your rotation. Seedoy heads towards the north, Legion Commander. Now he'll back out. Potentially he can just move into the jungle as well. Legion Commander isn't that bad at doing that. Even though you don't have a Stout Shield or the Iron Talon, it's still gonna be fine. I want to see if the Zeus still wants to build in, but like I know we're talking about how great the Ether Lens is on a Zeus. But with the nerfs now, where it doesn't offer any kind of magic resistance, I'm interested to see if BZZ still wants to prioritize it. It's the same kind of thing for the Skywrath Mage. You don't get the magic resistance, but you still get the extra range. So
it definitely has an effect in this game where there is a lot of magic damage, but
actually
I
adds a
think
question
Zeus,
mark to the item now.
Yeah, I think Zeus is definitely one of the heroes that Ether Lens is still going to be consistently picked up on. For this game, I'm not positive. Just because of the fact that standing far back may not be enough against Bat Rider. He may still be able to catch you out even with that Ether Lens.
Go directly into Yules.
Yeah, maybe something like that. So he has like some sort of quick reaction. Duels the Bat Rider if Bat Rider blinks on.
Probably still just do both as well. I guess also the Zeus has a huge amount, like he doesn't 6-slot himself that early on. So you can just transfer like the Arcane Boots into it. Yeah, it's not bad for him. BZZ still hasn't used this, like he's, well, apart from that mid. He's still waiting for a good side gank opportunity to use Thunder God's Wrath. There's still the Spectre Haunt, the Zeus ulti, and then the Legion Commander trying to make the most out of it. She did pick up the Iron Talon. So Dosik has now just pushed himself into the jungle till he has a Blink Dagger.
Looks like they're going to set up for a gank on Viper. At least they should be anyway. They definitely need a hero to TP in. Like, they need Legion Commander to go to bottom lane.
They can see y'all.
Yeah.
And y'all knows it.
I mean, just think about that, though. If the Legion Commander TPs earlier...
Oh, Bat's got his
no.
blink already. 10 minutes in, and y'all is dead. There's no way to survive this. Like, he can kick all he wants. But yeah, there was no one from Rock's Kiss coming then. They actually brought in the Legion. It may have been worse, because that Legion would have been delayed on her Blink Dagger.
Yeah, but they had the Spectre ultimate, they had the Zeus ultimate as well. I feel like that they are not utilizing this combo very well. I mean, you had somebody behind the Viper slow him down in order for the Legion Commander to catch up and get the duel. If you get the duel, I like guaranteed win the duel at the very least, because you have those double ults that are gonna pop.
Dire's bottom tower.
They're not gonna have too many better opportunities. Because they can't go on mid at any point in time, because the Wisp is naturally gonna relocate somebody out. Nobody's really showing up at top lane, it's just the Treant Protector who's sitting far back. Not many options for this Legion. At least for early game duels, I guess. Focus on finishing up
Radiant's top
Blink Dagger,
tower
it
is
seems.
under attack.
If it's possible, just get some picks on the Wisp, but that's going to be all. But you kind of need to, though. Like, Illidan's just going to get stronger and stronger. If he gets that Lincoln Sphere, then the duel's never going to happen.
Yeah, like I specifically pointed out how the globals work well in Legion Commander because it's about the early game.
Yeah.
The early game where the Legion Commander typically can't just duel somebody and be like, oh, that's a win. No, you actually need some additional help in order to start those full duels in the early game.
But now you're pushing the Legion Commander into the mid game before she's even going to do her first duel. It's kind of like the danger zone where like, if you don't hit that sweet timing, like just before the Lincoln Sphere is up on the Morphling, so you can initiate him, the mech is practically done. If it's not actually fully done, it's fully done over on the Viper. So now he's tanky as hell and also gives it extra life for the rest of PR. Line it up with J4, who does get called out, and now they actually use their ulti combo. They bring in more help because the relocate came in from Big Num. So you lose the Skywrath Mage, Big Num is barely able to survive, stick charging himself back up again. As Illidan wants to chase after BZZ, but the relocate's going to pull Illidan back to the mid lane to continue with his farm. Chasing into the Dire Jungle may not have been the greatest idea, right? So the relocate back works. That's just a one-for-one trade-off when you blow both of your big globals.
And they got a Treant Protector out of it, right?
Treant for a Skywrath.
Tower is under attack.
Amazing.
Dire's structures
If anything,
are
that's
fortified.
probably just an even trade. Morphling is going ham on this mid-tier 1. Also, BTZ just doesn't have the power to push him back right now. You got Cheshire Cat as well, waiting for that opportunity. So if he goes into Firefly now, yep, they see BZZ. Oh, press the attack, instantly cancelling the lasso. Illidan's going to get nuked down, and now it's Roxkiss on the counter initiation. They burn through Cheshire Cat. He's magnetized, and there goes the Thunder God's Wrath, just to ensure the kill and give BTZ a double. Now up to 2.5k gold onto that Zeus.
Dire's
That
bottom
Eulsip
tower
is looking
is under
very, very
attack.
close for him.
Yeah, the Tornado.RoX were very much on point there with the rotation. The fact that they
Dire's
got
bottom
press
tower
the attack
has
at that
been
long
denied.
range in order to stop the lasso. Quite beautiful. And now he's got the Blink Dagger. And level 2 duel as well. Can definitely start racking up the damage. The Spectral Ultimate is not up for another 15 seconds. We'll still probably need +1, and this is where the Skywrath Mage Legion Commander duo really comes into play. Because it's a simple process, right? It's 600 magic damage, and it's at long range too. So all you have to do is get that duel. The duel lasts long enough for the full Mystic Flare to land. 600 magic damage by itself. You figure Legion Commander probably does at least 200 with right clicks. Any hero like at 800 HP is probably going to be dying just from that combo alone. If you throw down Spectre, especially if that hero's alone and you start getting Desolate procs as well, it can go all the way up to like 1200 HP and you can take that hero down within the duel duration.
We get an answer to the question. It will be an Ether Lens over on the Zeus. So we just put it straight. Getting those kills obviously had more than enough money to do it. The only other item which was
Dire's
purchased
top
was
tower
Yol's
is under
Arcanes.
attack.
With a smoke gank, this could be the first duel of the game. They sentry ward down just to make sure there is no obs around here. There is one inside the lane, but now they see the Viper. So, blink, duel, easy kill on the Viper. And bonus damage coming in for the Legion Commander, even though it was BZZ that got it. Illidan, he's going to initiate, but you've got Yol all over him. BZZ not even dead because they managed to kick back onto Illidan, so the Morphling will die. The Wisp thought relocating them in was going to help save the Viper. The entire lineup of Roxkiss was there to kill them all.
There's just too much burst damage for this RoX team.
And they could bring everyone so quick, like they had
Yeah.
Foreman on bottom. And even Cedoy is just like, he's just going to horn himself in.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Like they thought like it was really quick reactions from the Wisp to relocate to that bottom lane, but the problem is the burst damage was so great that by the time they finish that relocate, the Viper's dead.
They're going to try and
can't
Cedoy.
help him out, and
Double TP's coming up to the top lane. Who's going to be in there first? Well, right now it's a Treant ulti holding him back. Yol trying to kick him back out again. J4 controlled. There's a duel from Legion Commander, but she's already fairly low. She may to survive through this one, but no, she does. Gets the last big swing, so wins the duel. But it's still 2 heroes down for RoX Kiss, but they keep their Spectre alive. Critical to make sure her Radiance timing is not delayed. They may lose the Skywrath. In fact, they will lose the Skywrath Mage as well. Illidan comes in there, but it's the Wisp to get the kill. RoX Kiss rotated as quick as they could, but they just didn't have the numbers in time.
Power Rangers really not ones to be shut down that easily. They realized that that gank at bottom lane came solely because of the fact that the Spectre had the ultimate. So without that ult from the Spectre, they could very likely win a fight. They chose obviously a perfect target, go on the Spectre. You're gonna force reactions from Tornado.RoX. They have to defend that Spectre.
The fact that Spectre didn't die, for me, still like flags the fact that RoX Kiss is slightly better position. Just because the Radiance isn't delayed. You're getting major items, the Blade Mail's coming up for Legion Commander shortly. The Zeus is not being stopped. So he's sitting at 5 kills, 0 assists, and 3 deaths. A little bit of him. If he only didn't have piss poor attack, maybe he could have denied that mid tower. It's gonna break. Sentry. They need to have a sentry down. There's one available. Yeah, it's on the Skywrath base. They jump forward and now press the attack. It breaks free and starts the duel over on Cheshire Cat. He's gonna die so quickly. They haunt in reality over. There's Big Num just basically being controlled up by just the Earth Spirit that magnetized. It locked down the relocating in heroes. The rock kick, but it's a Legion Commander to find the kill. 3 heroes lost from Power Rangers. Again, that last 2 being quelled by Ghost Sticks.
Yeah, I would agree with you. You were talking about you felt like Tornado.RoX Kiss were in the better position, and I 100% agree. No matter if Power Rangers were even ahead, like up to, I would say, like 2,000 golden experience, it wouldn't matter to me because the Spec was getting such good farm. He's going to sort of like pseudo Batman build. He doesn't go the phase boots, he goes treads, but he does still pick up the urn. He's going directly into the Radiance after that, and considering that he went for an urn and the Radiance is still going to be picked up by, I would say at latest, 25 minutes, that's a really good timing on a Spectre, and I think they will just run the game, essentially, from that 25 to 45 minute marker. I think Power Rangers have to push this somehow late game in order to win, and obviously even then I'm quite pessimistic about it because it's Spectre compared to a Morphling.
Yeah, Morphling needs to get so much more if he's going to be able to battle head-to-head with the Spectre. It's not so bad when you're able to replicate the Spectre out, so you take a little bit of his power against him, but... And the Wisp can do a lot. The Batrider is still the better initiator out of the 2.
Oh, can they get the duel for Ghost Stick? They really... Oh,
the lightning reveals.
Ghost Stick knew. He's like, my Blink Dagger's on cooldown for too long, I won't be able to get the duel.
They're also coming in range of the Tier 1 tower supporter PR. So why take the risk, just get the kill and get out?
Oh yeah, add on to everything else, they're going to have a medallion on the Legion Commander, which means Roshan is actually quite easy.
You think it's medallion? Oh, it's the Sage's Mask, isn't it?
Yeah, he...
I don't know why I thought it was going to be a Blade Mail.
Blade Mail is not bad versus Batrider or Morphling.
So getting something like a medallion into a Solar Quest can be a lot more useful. Especially when they're looking towards Roshan probably fairly soon.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not too sure what the philosophy is. Blade Mail, medallion. Obviously, Roshan's like definitely a big factor, but going into the full Solar Crest. I guess if he has that early evasion plus a heavy minus armor he lays down into an enemy, he might actually be able to single-handedly.
It's a broadsword and Rope and Magi. He's actually going to go for the Blade Mail.
Okay. That was weird because I was like, the only reason, Toby, that I said medallion was because I saw the parts for medallion. Did he sell them?
Yeah, he sold the Sage's Mask. He did own a Sage's Mask sitting on the courier. So
I think he actually bought the recipe at one point in time too, and I was like, huh, medallion.
That part I didn't see, but yeah. It just seems a little odd to, like, the medallion makes sense if you go in for Roshan, that's going to be your gameplay. If you're just looking to duel and duel again, the Blade Mail is just going to be so damn good, because Morphling isn't going to be building a BKB anytime soon. Viper will tank through it. The Bat Rider will probably end up just, well, killing himself if he's careful.
Yeah, Ghost Stick, I feel like Ghost Stick doesn't have a real firm grasp on build should be.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He bought that, I bet what it was is that he bought that Sage's Mask early on in the laning phase because he wanted mana regen. And he's like, how do I make use of this now? And then he was like, okay, I'll buy the medallion. Then what he told him, doing blade mail.
You're an offlaner that's initiating, right? You should have a blade mail.
I was just
Like you
trying
make yourself a target and then make them hurt themselves when you become said target. But yeah, I'm with you too. Like the Solar Crest kind of build would have been quite good in this game as well.
Everything is right in the world now, though.
Yeah.
We have blade mail. Build.
Oh, Seedoy. He's finished up his ratings. Now we're going to see how long he takes before he gets his tanky items. Looking into things more like Mana Style, for example. That's a lot of support rotating up here from RoX. J4's in the front lines. They drop the Sentry Ward down, but it's Illidan who's scattered out. Now he's got a replicate he can jump to, and Big Numb's already starting to relocate safe. Pulls himself out as well. That concussive shot flew all the way down, tracking down J4. This Wisp was coming back to his doom. In 3, 2, 1.
I wonder why Trend Protector didn't stick around. You know, stay invis, like maybe over here somewhere.
Potentially.
Yeah,
He might have
just
also been
because-
worried he would come underneath the Sentry Wall, because they did plant one down to try and see it.
Yeah, maybe, but at the same time, I think it's worth the risk. It wouldn't be worth the risk for him to stick around if he was scared of getting counter-warded and the enemy team didn't have a Legion Commander. But the thing is, when the Wisp goes back, it's not just about the kill, it's also about the dual damage that Legion Commander guarantee get out of that. So...
They just tried to kill off Ghost Sticks on the bottom lane when that defense came. But the Firefly was wasted by Cheshire Cat. Now Yol is actually going to fall himself over.
Yes.
That wasn't intentional, but either way, Cheshire Cat is going to drop. I don't know if he had vision from the tower or not. In that case, it would have been intentional.
maybe he saw some trees die or something. I'm not entirely sure, but...
The tree, correct me if I'm wrong, with the Fog of War, the tree shouldn't update. If it's in Fog of War.
Dota is one hell of a game, Toby.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, you see particle effects inside the Roshan pit. You know, who the hell knows?
We're in Alpha, boys.
Yeah. This is beta version 2. Born beta.
Alright, so how long is it before RoX gets actually go for Roshan? Like, yeah, the Bat Rider can cause some problems, but just picking up that agency more than having the extra investment into someone like the Initiating Legion, or just the security onto the Spectre. Maybe they want to find a little bit more control on the map before they give it a crack. So I also suppose without the medallion, it makes life a lot harder.
Yeah, they don't have any rush to Roshan, I don't. Pretty solid control of the game, unless they get like one of those guaranteed, like, we want to fight free. I don't think they should really. The thing is, when you have the better late game,
The jump. Oh no!
Oh, and it's too
No!
late. I mean, we could definitely see Tornado.RoX do have a bit miscommunication issues and stuff. Part of it comes down to playing with independence, but
At the same time, considering the issues we've seen over the last few days, RoX has been playing a fairly good game. Looks like now they're going to try this again. So there's your initial stun. Now they go for the duel. J4, what's he going to try and do here? Throw the ulti out, but the duel still continues. Viper, he'll survive, and they've got the damage with the magnetized. Big Numb, he's finally going to get kicked into oblivion, as Yol will just basically abandon his Legion Commander, who turns on the Blade Mail. He's almost found the kill with the help from BTZ, and the movement up, he's going to get it. Cheshire Cat's making his play. Have they got another stun? No, they don't. Six will press the attack off the burn. So he's able to run away. So it ends up being a 3-for-1 trade-off. You do lose your Spectre in the fight. Still, I'm not quite sure that's such a bad thing. The advantage is kicking in for the Earth Spirit, and the Legion are getting bigger and bigger.
yeah, the trade-off was, I think, well worth it. Not get dual damage out of that because the Viper survived for so long, right? But I think they've got enough gold out of that fight that it's good. Spectre already got like the Radiance. It's not like problem with Spectre dying is in the first 20 minutes when you don't have Radiance. Like that's the part that really cripples him. Because that downtime and the loss of reliable gold, etc., slows down the Radiance massively. When you already have your farming item, aka the Radiance, your deaths aren't as... You don't have as big of an on your farm, on your general progression throughout.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
What's coming?
The Aghanims.
Ah, yes.
It's
Aghanims, Earth Spirits.
You know how I said like the bottom fight, like things were coming the way of the Earth Spirit now? I didn't realize just how far they had come along. He's staring down the barrel of what's probably gonna be a 30-minute Aghanim Scepter Earth Spirit.
Oh yeah, you want to know something, Toby? Earth Spirit with Ags destroy. Destroy.
I am aware of this.
It destroys Bat Rider. Because Bat Rider's like, haha, I'm gonna initiate. And even if you lasso, Yul's just gonna be like, nope. You're like, hold up. Where you think you're going? Turns him into stone, pulls him back, kicks him back. He's like, yeah. Yeah, real cute, your Blink Dagger and Force Staff. My Ags gives me the distance of that plus.
Okay, you know how we would say like Power Rangers, maybe in the late game like they've got it and like Cheshire Cat's a better initiator. So many counts against it because you're like, it's not just the Earth Spirit, it's the fact you pull him back out, Spectre can haunt and also follow him down. The Thunder God's right doesn't care where you are in the field, and Legion Commander can just press the attack as well onto the target that got initiated on. I'm wondering if Roxkiss, if they play the fight perfectly, if they can even die. The damage output from PR is just not fast enough. Until Illidan gets something like an E-Blade, he can't pop anyone.
Mm-hmm. And even once he gets an E-Blade, as we start going late game, like I said, Power Rangers, their best hope is late game, but it's sort of like, best hope is late game because they don't have a better hope at early or mid game.
There's a very dead Skywrath mage. He realizes he's in trouble.
Where's your cat going?
I don't know. He's looking for more. He has the Observer Ward, and they're going to relocate down. They want to kill off the Zeus. Now, he is a 7-kill streak, and it's Aya to get the kill, but they abandon their Viper in order to do such a thing. Now, Skywrath Mage will die, so Viper does get some revenge, and actually, under BKB protection, TP's out, cancels his TP, so Yol will turn around for the kick. Tito does not want to be here, though. That Viper is just so low, and you get a haste rune on a Spectre.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah.
I believe, Toby, when you said abandon the Viper, I believe you meant to say leave him for him to get solo experience. Because, yeah, the Viper, like that fresh BKB he has, he just picked it up and he was like, okay, 10-second BKB, turns around, kills this guy with Mage, and still able to get out. It looked kind of bad at first, so I was just like, what the hell?
I didn't realize
Cheshire Cat. I was like, where the hell is Cheshire Cat going? What's going on? But he had vision thanks to the ward of the Zeus, and he just prioritized that kill. I think was the right idea.
I like this combo now for the RoX kids. It's the Veil of Discord that's just been picked up by the Skywrath Mage. So he can use this to amplify the Zeus without Zeus having to expend his money to buy such an item. So Zeus still has 3.5k gold, so BZZ's got a lot of things he can pick up. I still find it amusing that it was Io, it was the Wisp, that got the 885 gold for killing off Zeus.
Oh yeah.
Well, he bought a Glimmer Cape with it, yay. It could have been Viper finishing up an SMY, or... It looks like Illidan does have that E-Blade now.
I think I'm actually, if I have my choice, I think Wisp is actually up there and taking the last hit because of the Glimmer Cape item that he got. Obviously, I don't want him to get any more kills if I'm Power Rangers, but completing the Glimmer Cape is actually pretty good when you look at the heroes on Tornado.RoX. He can save somebody from the dual Skywrath Mage combination. He's got a lot of, like, damage from both Zeus and Earth Spirit. They're going to be hitting him when he's going in these fights, whether they're attempting or not. It's going to hit the Wisp somehow. And he needs to be able to keep himself alive as long as possible.
Yeah. Now we will see. Can you make an Ethereal Rock?
Ethereal Rock. No.
I'm wondering just how effective the T-Blade is going to be then.
Rocks only live on one plane, Toby.
Dire's top tower.
Probably
is
some
under
geological humor there, which I could pull out.
What's the opposite of it? They live on the physical.
Okay. This one, I hope I'm right. Man, that observer ward.
It's gotta be.
It's only got a couple of seconds left. They ball in. They get the duel. It's over on Illidan. And, oh, the relocate!
Oh, the lightning bolts!
They didn't control him.
It was half a second from going down. That lightning bolt hits. It stops the relocate out. And they kill at least the Wisp, if not the Morphling as well. That was...
The other thing, too, is the fact that you don't even get the duel when... Because you started the duel over on the Morphling means when the Wisp relocates back in, it's not the guaranteed damage onto the Legion. That's just really, well...
I mean, that's a misplay by the Earth Spirit, first and foremost, and then that was just all bad luck that Lightning Bolt was...
Dire's bottom tower has been
Dareth Mage.
Radiant's top
Hello?
tower is under attack.
That's not a good idea. They got the deny in the tier 2 tower right as all of PR is marching down this bottom lane, and he decides it's a good idea to throw shot.
Radiant's
I don't know why,
structures are
but...
fortified.
It seemed
He
odd.
paid for
It's
it.
like they looked like they were initiating, and then the Thunder God's Wrath came in. It also didn't make sense, like, and also the timing for BZZ was wrong. Because now, like, he has the lower cooldown timer on it, but...
Radiant's top tower is
Ring
under
Core
attack.
picked up for the Zeus means that we now have a
Dire's
Thunder God's
bottom
Wrath
tower is
every
under
minute.
attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That won't be up fast enough to see Power Rangers taking... This is their best time to take control of the game. Power Rangers gotta get that Ethereal Blade combination, just popping heroes left and right.
Radiant's
And
middle tower is
From
under
there,
attack.
hopefully scale into the late game some superiority. But again, late game is still actually better for RoX, most likely.
If the Spectre can keep finding farm.
Yeah.
But this Morphling is reaching that point where he's the threat which it kind of was looking for him to become. Gonna relocate, they head to top, and they actually find the Legion Commander. No way to survive for this one. Spectre actually reality's in this one. Makes more of himself, and with a Thunder God's Wrath, they're gonna find one kill, but Big Num needs to die.
Big Num,
1
Big Num.
second, they need to kill him!
Oh. Is it just me, or was Cedar right-clicking creeps or something?
His illusions were right-clicking creeps. He was focusing on the Wisp at one point. But yeah,
Just seemed like he was a little bit slow.
sorry, focusing on the Bat Rider.
Yeah, it felt like it was a little bit slow go to transfer from that to the...
Well, it seems odd that you'd actually start on the Bat Rider too. Like, if you're gonna haunt yourself in and then do that, you want to try and track down the Wisp. The Rock, oh, manages to kick. It finds Illidan, and then they're gonna kick it back, breaking the Lincolns, burning the Aegis Immortal. The Viper gonna strike down on top of the Spectre. Can they break him free? No, they can't. He gets E-bladed down as Illidan strength morphs up underneath that Silence of the Earth Spirit. BKB gonna trigger from the Viper, allowing him to keep fighting, and PZZ, they found just enough space to blink himself up to the high ground and away.
If Yo was a bigger baller, he would have rocked the Spectre before they managed to burst her down.
Do it. Do it.
Because the Spectre
Do it.
is,
Do it. Illidan's visible to this creep wave right now. Wait, is level 3 enough for him? That's 180 life.
It's 640 damage.
Radiant's
It's
bottom
100%
tower is under
enough.
attack.
I can see him.
Wait,
Oh, there's a duel.
okay, that was just...
They found Cheshire Cat. Damage.
I'm like sitting there going, why wouldn't BC... Like, as soon as the Morphling shows up, why wouldn't he do that? Like, I don't understand why. And I'm like, trying to think to myself, and I'm going, can block Zeus ultimate? I'm like, no, of course not. But that's the only reason I could see him not using it there. Because he showed up at like 250 HP or something. That's definitely enough for the 475 damage. You only...
Are we,
Like,
cer-
you
are
should
we
always-
certain about Lincoln stop blocking the ulti? Because
Oh yeah,
like-
definitely hits. But the thing is that if you're playing a magic damage dealer like Zeus or something, you should always be able to do the quick math of just
Radiant's
taking
middle
a
tower
quarter
is under
of
attack.
whatever. Right now, just take 25% off of your 475 damage from Thunder God's Wrath, and that'll tell you like kind of the pure damage, right? So if you ever see a hero like Morphling who only has that basic magic resistance, you ever see him below that marker, boom, right click or hit the R button. He's like guaranteed dead.
Radiant's top tower
That was gotta
is
be
under attack.
so. Oh, he can jump in, Ethereal Blade, pop the BKB. Go to work.
Illidan just did something. Like, Roxkiss still haven't taken a single tier 1 tower in this game. Seems crazy when you think about it. That Morphling just took half of the life of that bottom tier 3 tower.
Oh, Viper's dead. Oh, the BKB! And they can't commit at all after that because...
What are you going to do, haunt?
I mean, they probably should have haunted. They probably thought they could burst him down. But if they committed the haunt, they kick off.
But now they have Illidan. Legion Commander prepping, triggers a Lincoln Sphere, and then goes for the duel! Wonderful combo on Dignum, he also gets rocked up! They're gonna get both of them, and in fact the Viper, he's actually so low back at base. Thunder God's Wrath still on cooldown for the moment. Bell throws down the Sentry Orb, but doesn't see J4, he's around the tree line. Goes for the kick, but doesn't find anyone. And now finally Roxkiss will take 2 towers.
This is where Tornado.RoX gets really start snowballing because their lineup is so terrible at taking towers. They took their first tower at 37 minutes. Now once they have true control of the game where they can take towers pretty much as they please, you're going to see that net worth just plummet to their favor.
Actually
It's very deceptive.
I'm wondering if this is the play. Like, there's still 30 seconds without a Morphling, so they're going to try and force it. Got your ulti back up again for the Zeus, so that burst damage is available. But it's not there for the Spectre, but it looks like it doesn't even matter. Still 20 seconds until you've actually got the Morphling. You rock the Batrider, that melee rank's almost down. J4 trying to buy some time. The Manasar breaking him free. Batrider goes for the lasso. He picked up the Legion Commander back into the tier 4 tower. Even if Ghosting dies right now, if they get the melee rank, it's going to be worth it. For the rest of Roxkiss, they have to get out to safety. The burn is still on that Legion. In fact, I cannot believe she survived through that.
Yeah, I was like, holy crap. I was like, wait a minute, Ghosting is running back with them.
Yeah,
he survived.
He got kicked by the Earth Spirit, right?
Yeah, I would have presumed that's what happened.
Or pulled, I should say.
Yeah, he got Enchant Remnant pulled back and Derby kicked him back as well. But, that was well played.
You could probably check the stream in about 1 minute and you'll see it yourself.
Yeah, I'm like positive that happened. I just like in my head, I just sort of like wrote it off. I was like, all right, Legion Commander in exchange for the melee racks, and then I was specifically watching the way that the rest of Tornado.RoX were responding to what was happening. And again, I saw a bit of hesitation. I saw a bit like they weren't on the same page and they weren't doing the most efficient thing for them. Like the Spectre started running back after the pullback on the Legion Commander. Like, what's the point? So, like the most dangerous thing that possibly could have happened to the Spectre at that point in time was that pullback, and it didn't happen to him. You know, just like complete the racks, go from there.
The Spectre shouldn't have any fear soon. Well, he's going to have a full hard over on Seedoy. And the damage output, it really won't come close enough now. Relocate, they're going out of bottom lane. Seedoy, well, how tanky can he be? They're going to actually now hoard it out with the Thunder God's Wrath. Dignum is so low, they can actually isolate the heroes in Seedoy. He will go down. The Viper will get the attack. They pick off the Wisp, but you've just traded 2 cores for just the Wisp. Okay, maybe they get an extra. Nope, they don't.
We've all had that happen, I think. If you played Spectre, where you pop Hunt and you're low HP and you're trying to get out of where you're at, and you start like panic
reality?
Panic realitying all over the place. That's what he was doing right there. Because he had a somewhat of an escape, and that was on the Treant Protector. It was a little bit farther away from the rest of the team. Then I think he screwed it up. He went to the Treant Protector and then went somewhere else. And then from there, he had nowhere else to go. It was only just 4 other Power Ranger heroes in one spot.
He might be a little annoyed he didn't spend his money before that. He could have bought the entire heart. In fact, it looks like he still can. He bought the Reaver, and yeah, he doesn't have the recipe just yet.
Oh, he has the Reaver?
He only just purchased it. The courier just flew out to pick it up now. Cool. Means he lost money during that death. But all the gold he's got left now is just fully reliable. At least he won't go below that. You actually just wonder if it's worth just buying the full heart now.
Double damage.
Have that survivability.
I believe that it is not worth keeping that reliable golden.
Because
if
he
it
can
was
also,
like
he
any
can also
other
wait
item-
like 1 minute worth of farm, and he will have the money for
Yeah,
buyback
but if he
anyway.
gets picked off right now because he doesn't have a heart.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Yeah. No. Well, at least he's got buyback.
Well, I mean, he might have still died if he did have the heart, so I guess it's better for him to keep reliable. In my mind, if it was any other item but the heart, I would say yes. Keep your reliable gold so you have the buyback. That's a smart play. But for me, it's like heart increases your survivability so much that it's I should have second life when you could that first life so much.
Easy, able to see the Bat Rider
Dire's middle tower is
sitting in the
under
tree
attack.
line. They've already living armored
Dire's middle tower
him
has
up,
fallen.
so he's ready to jump in for the initiation. I guess really don't want to start that, because if they start it, that's when the Spectre has to buy back.
Oh, Morphling.
You lucky ducks. Quick
Roshan
Roshan
with
spawn.
the DD. That's pretty damn good. It's like, Morphling casually hits for over 600, almost.
Bell's kind of got to kick into the pit and have a look. Like, they find the Observer Ward at least. But they have to look into Roshan right now. In fact, it's already too late. Because of the double damage rune, they were just so quick at doing this, Power Rangers, and now Cheshire Cat's looking for a scalp. He's a little bit too far away until BTZ walks into him, but that also puts the Blink Dagger onto cooldown. But now Power Rangers are in a position where they have the Immortal Morph. He should also probably be looking to sell that Ring of Aquila sometime soon with 4.8k gold stashed up. Illidan could... Actually, where do you even go here?
Scotty's pretty good.
What do you think about Monkey King Bar? Because you're still... you got... I'm only thinking that because you're underneath the Radiance. Going stats gonna be better.
Yeah, but Morphling isn't so dependent on his right clicks as most carries.
Oh, Illidan. Two waveforms. Now BKBs, but he had the replicate. So he jumps out to it. No ability to duel him through that.
I personally prefer Scotty for him, and that would be because I think he should try and buff up his full agility HP a little bit more, and that'll also give
Dedoy.
more bursting power.
Where did he go? He went to the Viper, but the adaptive strike!
no!
It followed him! It followed him the whole way!
Oh,
He's down, he has buyback available, he actually spent his money this time around, so he spent his unreliable gold on the heart, but he still has the reliable gold, gives him buyback.
Radiant's bottom
So you'll
tower
have it when
is
he
under
respawns, but
man, how's this happening?
Radiant
then
structures
the
are
horn doesn't disjoint. Now the relocate's going to come to bottom lane as RoX is trying to force it out. Yol, where's that saving grace? The BKB has been triggered by the Legion Commander, but Yol, he's going to leave him behind. Kozak just needs to get himself out of here, but he's got no BTs. Or a TP scroll, so there's no way for him just to TP himself out. This one, starting a duel will make no sense, as all they do is just give over the damage. So they just kite him around, and that's going to be a very dead Legion Commander.
Still though, the fact that both the Earth Spirit and the Zeus survived was pretty damn good. That was actually pretty clutch. Yol did the quick save on Zeus, turned him into stone, pulled him back, kicked him away, and then he also managed to get the space to Rolling Boulder, TP out himself away. So that'll actually prevent Power Rangers from going uphill with too much of an advantage. They'll essentially be left in a 4 versus 5 with Tornado.RoX available to back on the Legion. If they lost the Zeus though, that would have been probably taking at least tier 3.
Looking at it down at the tier 3 at the moment, Illidan's going to do so much damage, and he's still the Aegis, the Immortal guy.
are fortified.
So what are you going to do here? Cheshire Cat looks at the opening, he finds BZZ, the kick happened over on the Morphling, but now he BKB's out of it, and BZZ is in way too deep, but then again, saving grace, he's still not out just yet, but he's got enough time to throw out that ultimate. Spectre's now back into the fight too. No Haunt available, there's still 4 seconds left on cooldown, and the range ranks has gone down. No fortification available, Cedo just being stunned down for the moment, not too much of a stun, and the bottom ranks is gone.
Has fallen.
The only way Roskis now get an advantage here is if Power Rangers try and overstay their welcome, which they've actually done. The duel will happen on top of that Viper with the Mystic Flare. No! Relocate Saber, pulling out just far enough. The winner is still there because it didn't pull him far enough. Now the Magnetize turns on Cheshire Cat as well as Big Num. They don't really stand much of a chance of surviving through this one. J4 trying to give him a little bit more regeneration. Cheshire Cat, the TP, what attack?
he got him!
He still punched! He still went down. Illidan with a stun and adaptive strike. He'll get a revenge kill over on top of that Earth Spirit. But right now it's 3.5 heroes. The other half coming back to life again. It's Illidan. And Cedar does not want to be part of their Spectral Dagger in 4 seconds time. He's regenerating up thanks to the heart. And he's chasing down Illidan, but he'll need more help. Duel's off cooldown in 9 seconds time. So they will have the lockdown. The BKB from Illidan's available. Now he'll start his TP. And they've got no way to stop it.
RZ run. Oh, probably because he was like, oh god, oh god, oh god. Morphlink's just gonna burst me down once he comes back up. That makes sense. Because for me, I was just like, any way you can slow down the Morphling, right? So I was like, why isn't he trying to, you know, Concussive Shot or Ancient Seal? At least,
Morphling would have taken him with him.
Yeah. He's like a fly at this point in time, you know? He just gets swatted aside and he doesn't make any time. He doesn't slow down the Morphling.
He's got other ways to break free now. He's got a Manta style available. Eyeing it on the courier. And Roskis is just going to bail out of here. J4 if he... Okay.
Oh,
if
J4's got Ags.
He's got to get that out to him right now. Like, that courier should be prioritized for him.
That's quite the game changer. So, for those watching and wondering, like, what's kind of gone wrong, things look so good for Tornado.RoX, they got picked off, like, pick off after pick off after pick off, where they just lit the Morphling.
You can see it on the graph. Like, all you're looking right now is radiant dots until that last fight when they got a couple back.
Viper kills Spectre. Viper kills Spectre. They get a tower off of that. Kill Spectre again. Morphling kills Legion Commander. Pick off after pick off on the most crucial hero of Tornado.RoX. And the thing was, the hero was always alone.
Yeah.
Tornado.RoX weren't grouping up like they should have been against a Morphling with the Ethereal Blade. And I think, like, again, we've talked about miscommunication and stuff, but I also think that's just rusty play. They're not used to dealing with.
Oh, they're jumping. The duel is over on the Morphling! They burst him so quickly. The buyback is available. There's a replica up in the front lines, but I don't know if it's still existing anymore, but they're chasing after the Viper. They need more damage, however. The BKB will protect him, and the Morphling, okay, he does buy back. There's no frontal jump position, and they're actually getting the kill over on that Wisp. His relocate save unsuccessful.
You know, Morphling isn't careful. Oh, never mind. Forgot he's got that Lincoln's.
He's got Lincoln's Manta and BKB. Like, he's so difficult to control. The fact that Roskis actually achieved that, it's like the only scenario where it works. The blink duel before Illidan can reply.
I'm gonna say that Tornado.RoX have one of the best heroes to both defend and go high ground. Just because it's so easy for him to pick somebody off. So that is going to be a problem. If Power Rangers lose another fight like that, you have to kind of keep in mind that that fight could be 4 versus 5 when they try and defend high ground because of Yule.
Cheshire Cat, he wants a target. He sees the movement away. Concussive shot as well as a little bit more of a blink to keep him at a distance. I'm wondering if it's worthwhile because Cheshire Cat looks like he's just got the googly eye to BZZ. Maybe it's worth BZZ going into something like a Lincoln Sphere at this point. Like, I know you could have like the Refresher Orb, or you could have like the Aghanim Scepter. There's a lot of options for the Zeus. But that Batrider Initiation seems to be coming at him most of the time.
I would say Refresher is best item for him to get right now because I think they will. I think the best thing for them is to get more burst damage, more potential global burst. So that if they do get the duel on the Morphling, they can burst it down before
he's underneath the Sentry Ward. Oh, that's a quick and easy duel, and they're gonna find J4 out as well. He's under the secondary vision.
That's uphill push. Yep. I mean, unless they're gonna try and go for Roshan, which little do they know, but that's not up for a couple minutes.
I actually have to wait the maximum time for this Roshan, practically.
Yeah.
Usually the Skywrath mage actually is going to buy the gem now. It was the lightning bolt that gave him the last bit of vision from the Treant. But I suppose when you're going up against the Aghanim's ulti of the Nature's Prophet, of the Treant Protector,
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
worth it.
We gotta chop down some
Radiant's top
trees.
tower
I need a
has
Quelling Blade. I don't think anyone's even got the Iron Talon anymore. And no one's got Quelling Blades. They got nowhere to get through the
Radiant's
trees.
top tower is under attack.
Shouldn't Zeus just be able to lightning bolt? Come on, Val.
Dire's middle tower
What,
is
and then
under
the tree
Keep it
slowly
real.
burns over a period of 5 seconds? Maybe.
Nah, have you ever seen lightning hit a tree? It doesn't just burn.
Well,
it explodes.
it snaps the tree in half.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only it cracks it.
I used to have a tree in my backyard that was hit by lightning before we moved there. And over the course of the probably 6 years that we lived there, the tree slowly started growing back. Yeah. It was like this kind of like dead tree that didn't have any leaves. Over the course of 6 years, you could see part of the tree. That was my Jurassic Park nature
Was it?
moment, Tope.
Did you genetically modify your tree? Is your tree just gonna go nuts? Just start attacking random people? And then be trained by one ruggedly handsome rogue?
Well, that's how Timbersaw was. They're checking
So-
Roche, but I cannot believe they didn't try and take advantage of the fact that they picked off 2 heroes in the space of 5 seconds, and those 2 heroes were down a full minute. They didn't try and go uphill.
You know what
for a
they've achieved
flyback
though?
or-
They've achieved to find a way to how to kill a tree. They kill it with a rock, or in this
True.
case, a boulder. Yell boulder the tree. That's how I got rid of one of the
Hot paper
trees.
beats rock.
Radiant's
It's
bottom
like,
tower
ah,
is under
okay,
attack.
there's the tree. Boulder.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
The efficiency.
Well done, y'all. All
Dire's
out.
top tower is under attack.
I was actually waiting for you to go for a full roll out barrel.
That is your song.
Well, yeah. The Andrews.
Of course I would
The
choose
Andrews
hip-hop.
sisters was a huge inspiration to my life, Cat. Don't take away my inspiration.
Butterfly's almost up on Shidor.
He's got the cash for the whole thing now.
Ghost Stick almost has something.
Does he take? Is it Legion that takes the Aegis here? Because you got Aegis as well as Cheese. I think your most suicidal hero makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, now they realize there's also Cheese, and BZZ can drop his bottle and give that to
Dire's
some.
top tower is under
Wait,
attack.
did he mean that?
Somebody's got to get it. Homie.
Just plant the Observer want to take it. No!
What?
The courier's coming. The courier is slowly coming. Wait,
Yeah.
no, it's headed to the shop.
I'm sure it'll make.
Got a demon edge on a. No one likes a cheesy delectable. I don't know. They saw it. They definitely
just,
they're
like,
picking
hanging
it.
out.
Just like, yo guys,
He's like, y'all are idiots.
BZZ, no, I think he wanted to finish inside the vice before he then grabbed the cheese. But why would you do that? You just the bottle on the ground and take it.
Well, what matters is they kept it. Power Rangers didn't endeavor to steal it.
Probably didn't even
There
know.
should
It's not
be.
as though there's an
Oh, yeah,
announcement,
yeah.
like which says like you have that announcement. This person picked up
Yeah.
the Aegis of the Immortal. You don't have a. This person is currently having, like, cheddar.
Yeah, they should have that announcement. Person picked up the 8.
You know what they should actually do?
Did you ever
They
have
sh-
those moments, Toby, where that message doesn't pop up, and you're like, "Holy shit, they haven't grabbed the Aegis!"
Yeah. But
You're
then,
like, "Go Roshan Pit, boys!"
you know what they should do? They should make different levels of cheese, and just start it with like Stilton. Like, then you got like the blue cheese, and then the classic cheddar.
Uh-oh.
And just gets stronger each time. Bat Rider, hey! Pulled all the way back, and then BKB's to escape. He's out of 5 seconds on his BKB now, if it wasn't before. I do find it interesting though that the second the Aegis the Immortal gets picked up under, she goes to the bottom lane and farms up 4 waves. Like I know they're still gonna get like the balance of the waves back in their control. Like you've got to be looking to engage now. And the Legion is doing the split pushing instead of the Spectre. Spectre's currently farming inside the jungle. Unless their objective is somewhere else, like... The bottom towers are being healed up. You've already taken out the mid rack, so it's either top or it's going to be bottom. That's your focus right now.
Divine Rapier time?
For who?
I don't know. Illidan's got a demon edge on himself. I'm sure it's the MKB, but it would be really fun. Oh, he missed. The tree just...
Yeah, it's a Monkey King bar. Did he miss the boulder?
Yeah. A line of dead trees.
There's another one down here for him to go for.
I mean, honestly though, I really think that Divine Rapier is actually the best bet. I feel pretty confident about Tornado.RoX. I think they have like an 80% chance to win. Got to do something pretty off the wall to win a fight against them.
The attack has begun, the BKB lasso, they caught BZZ, but of course he gets turned to stone, and they can't do anything about it. He just blinked himself out of the fight, and now it's actually the Legion Commander who's stuck on the front lines. She burned through the Aegis, the Immortal, but they're still being locked committed to try and get this Seedoy. He's in very, very deep now. He does not have a secondary life, and they can't kill him! The buyback comes down from the Morphling. They press the attacker back out to safety. Yoli still got the save, but now, well, Illidan can be hexed up for the moment. Earthspirit, he is going to drop. They leave the Gem of True Sight behind. Cheshire Cat, he doesn't actually have the control. They're going to press up Seedoy back to the high ground, hoping the PR will actually chase them here. The mid lane's pushing in a little bit too hard if they want to keep their range tracks. And they did manage to hold the bottom lane here, PR, even though it did cost them, what was it, 2 buybacks in the Viper and the Morphling.
Yeah, and it didn't cost Seedoy a buyback. I'm like 90% sure that he was going into that fight, assuming he was going to die, and he was going to buy back ult. Right? Because he almost died without using Haunt. And that would just be a no-no. Unless you're planning on using that buyback to come back into the fight. I think Seedoy was ready to like full-in commit and try and end the game there, but it just turned out he didn't die at all. And then he got the chance to eat the cheese, and they go, okay, we forced buybacks, and we still took it to the
Here they come.
That's pretty good.
Press and duel, they get the Viper, no BKB charge from this time around, and 2 minutes on the sideline. That could be the kill to win it for him right now, unless Illidan can pull something out of his ass. He's looking over towards Ghostix, but Ghostix already in a double kill. He'll fall himself back, but actually burns to the replicate of Spectre. That's actually doing quite a fair chunk of work. Surprisingly too, J4 able to TP himself out. The relocate save is there to keep the Morphling alive, as the Haunt goes after J4 inside the base. They'll be kept in, but it's not enough.
Not a good Haunt at all.
You don't even get Bignum. He relocates back out, but they're not there.
You should know, like, the Wisp took him back to Fountain. You're not going to kill that. So, he just kind of wasted that ult, but fine. They can sit back, wait for a 60. Come back anyway. That'll be 3 heroes without buyback. And their 3 cores will have buyback. So just wait for Haunt to come back up. Tornado.RoX, then 5-man down bottom again.
Hang out to see if there's a smoke gank going on.
Because the thing is, they would probably have to lose 3 fights in a row to lose their advantage. The initial fight, when they push down bottom, they get rebuffed. And then even then, Power Rangers are unlikely to try and counter because they don't have buyback, right? So then they would have to lose a second fight and then go from there.
Haste!
I never get phone calls.
No, you...
Well, I don't even know what that is.
Alright. Maybe they're just calling in the 1 hour mark. Smoke gank time now from PR, so after that Thunder God's Wrath was done, they're feeling a little bit more confident to come out for this. It's also for the fact that they removed the easy detection from RoX. There's the gem over on the Bat Rider at the moment, but they also, I believe, have one, there's one back in the base, which is the one taken off the Skywrath Mage. The battle for vision is a little bit harder now for Roxkiss. Obviously, you're still walking around with a Zeus, but it's not the easiest form of detection every single time. And these treant trees are going everywhere. And it looks like RoX Kiss are not going to find anyone. J4 is the closest to them. And even then, he's running around Invis. We could break the smoke on them. And they just buy a new gem.
Tree.
J4's pushing his luck here.
He's coming out very aggressively to put down trees, which will just instantly get taken out. You don't have the gem though on the Earth Spirit does make a bit of a question mark, but he sees a lot behind. Like, even these positions of these two trees make it very difficult for them to get rid of. And now the duel!
Oh no!
They call the Bat Rider. He's down for a very long time. The Legion Commander takes a lot of damage, but then he's just rocked up again, able to blink himself away. Tito is going to get E-bladed for the moment. But there's not enough burst to really do enough of a dent into that Spectre. So he backs up and lets the heart do its work. And they're going again. They get the Blink Hex on the Viper with the Mystic Flare. That's it. That's going to be the game right there. RoX Kids have two huge kills. It will take out the bottom racks. They'll fortify up PR, but like it's almost a minute and a half that RoX Kids will be fighting 3-on-5. Like, you do have your big man, which is Illidan. If he drops, this is a guaranteed GG. Right now, it's like 99.999 recurring % chance that RoX will win this.
Yeah, the problem is that that when you start going late enough game with Spectre, she's just gonna get so tanky that you won't be able to pop her with that Ethereal Blade combination. So where do you go from there? Ghost Stick? Well, nah.
It's a thing. It's a thing. Elder's gonna break free. Aya's doing whatever he can here to keep his teammates alive, but don't worry, guys. PR will have another chance. This is a 2-game series, our first of the night. Dota Pit. Right now, with RoX Kids having mega creeps, they still have a 34-second window. I think Ghostik wants to go in for another duel, and he's found it. He goes on a big number with that 214 bonus damage. He helps to kill off the Morphling. And that is GG. Game 1 belongs to RoX.
Yeah, pretty solid by RoX Kids. They had a slight bit where they were like kind of throwing the advantage that they had. They had like 8,000 gold, and it just kind of like got grinded back by pickoff after pickoff from Power Rangers. Shouldn't have ever given that opportunity for Power Rangers to come back into the game. But all around, I think they played a quite solid game, and I like their draft. I like the way that they picked up Legion Commander with the Zeus and Spectre, the Skywrath Mage, and Earth Spirit. I'm pretty damn sure Power Rangers will not leave the Earth Spirit in the game again. Like, Yule wasn't the most